Good morning, Park Cubs. Today is Monday, October 8th, 2018. Welcome to the Cub Report, your daily source of information about what's going on at Park. We have no birthdays to celebrate today.
For lunch today, in addition to all the usual items in the center station, we will have cheesy breadsticks and marinara sauce.
Can I get a hello, Park Cubs? It's me, Mr. Ramos, and I'm very excited to introduce to you one of my favorite topics, mindfulness. Okay, so before I get into mindfulness, get this. We human beings have about 60,000 thoughts per day, and that's a lot. It's around 2,500 thoughts per hour. Now, the problem with having so many thoughts is that the majority of these thoughts are either about what has happened to us in the past or worries about what's going to happen in the future. We spend very little time actually being present in the moment. Our minds can often be our own worst enemies, and negative thought patterns, for example, telling ourselves that, hey, I'm not going to do good on something, or I'm not going to do good on this test before we even make an attempt or an effort, can lead to real stress and anxiety, and even depression. So, thus being said, our minds can directly affect our physical well-being. Mindfulness, in a nutshell, is a mental state created by focusing our thoughts and awareness on being in the present moment. Being able to focus and control our thoughts and not letting them get the best of us. So that's the goal, that's the mission, and now I'm going to introduce to you a short video about mindfulness and the benefits.
You may have heard this word mindfulness. It's become something of a buzz phrase of late. So I'm going to give you one simple, serviceable definition, which is this. Mindfulness is the ability to know what's happening in your head at any given moment without getting carried away by it. Imagine how useful this could be. Just as an example, you're driving down the road and somebody cuts you off in traffic. How do you normally react? I think most of us, we normally react by having a thought, which is, I'm angry. And then what happens next? You immediately, habitually, reflexively inhabit that thought. You actually become angry. There's no buffer between the stimulus and your reaction. With just a little bit of mindfulness, in that same situation, you might notice my chest is buzzing, my ears are turning red, I'm having a starburst of self-righteous thoughts, I'm getting angry. But you don't necessarily have to act on it and chase that person down the road, screaming at them with your kids in the back of the car thinking you've gone nuts. Now, you might be thinking, don't I need to get angry sometimes? Aren't I justified? I would say yes, but probably not as much as you think. The proposition here is not that you should be rendered by mindfulness into some lifeless, non-judgmental blob. The proposition is that you should learn how to respond wisely to things that happen to you, rather than just reacting blindly. And that, my friends, is a superpower. How do you get it? The way to get it is through meditation. I believe that meditation and mindfulness are the next big public health revolution. In the 1940s, if you told somebody you were going running, they would have said, who's chasing you? But then what happened next? The scientists swooped in, they showed that physical exercise is really good for you, and now all of us do it, and if we don't, we feel guilty about it. And that's where I think we're headed with mindfulness and meditation. It's going to join the pantheon of no-brainers like brushing your teeth, eating well, and taking the meds your doctor prescribed for you. Let me just close by saying, mindfulness is not going to solve all of your problems. It's not going to render your life a nonstop parade of unicorns and rainbows. Nonetheless, this is a superpower, and one that is accessible by you immediately.
Would you like it for yearbook? If so, there is a yearbook cover contest forms on the table outside of Mr. Osborne's office. All drawings will be due to Mrs. Hicks, Portable 1B, by Thursday, October 11th.
Did you get your pictures taken on Picture Day? Do you need to retake your pictures? Pictures retakes are Thursday, October 11th during lunchtime on the stage.
Thursday afternoon, girls soccer team had a tie. It was a great game by both teams. Worked extremely hard the whole game.
Our forward, mids, and defense worked together to get 4 points. Elizabeth Rodas had 2 points in the game. Monterrey Gonzalez and Camila Mark also each made points for the Cup. Defense and midfielder hit it down working together and protecting the goal. Park did an amazing job today. The girls received many compliments from their opposing team coaches and parents.
Way to go, girls. You are doing great. Keep it up.
The 8th grade A volleyball team pulled out the win Wednesday night against Ochoa, beating them 2-1. There was some great serving by Stephanie Mendoza and great plays by Jessica Chavez. The team showed what it means to have teamwork, to come back from 6 points behind and win the last set. Way to go, girls.
Remember, all Park Cubs reports can be found online
By going to www.youtube.com/Park Middle School Cubs. That's all for today, Cubs. I'm Yoselin,
And I'm Miss Stephanie,
your 8th grade web leaders, and remember, all Park Cubs are capable of success. No exceptions.